like King, but he look like both of y'all.
Welcome back to BuzzBuster. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss daily videos. The girlfriend of King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny, is finally speaking out about what she says she experienced around the Harris family, and the internet is buzzing non-stop about it. What began as quiet rumors floating around social media suddenly exploded into one of the most talked about celebrity situations online this year. Now people everywhere are asking the same serious question.
So this ain't me.
Is King Harris dealing with way more drama than anyone realized? And how deep does this situation actually go? Let's walk through the full story. The relationship, the legal issues people are discussing, and the chain of events that pushed everything straight into the spotlight. But to understand what is happening right now, you first have to understand who King Harris really is and what his life has looked like growing up. Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., better known as King Harris, was born on August 25, 2004. He is the son of famous rapper T.I. and R&B singer Tamika Harris, placing him right in the middle of one of the most recognizable families in entertainment. From the very beginning, King's life was far from ordinary. King grew up with cameras around him and microphones never too far away. Fame didn't slowly arrive later in life for him. It was already there the moment he entered the world. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, King Harris is what many people call a celebrity kid, raised in a household where music, television, and public attention were all part of everyday life. His father, Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., widely known as Tip or T.I., became a major figure in hip-hop culture. Over the years, he built a powerful reputation as a rapper, songwriter, actor, producer, and businessman. His influence helped shape the sound of Southern hip-hop and made his name known across the entire music industry. Meanwhile, King's mother, Tamika Harris, made her own mark in music as a talented singer and songwriter. She rose to fame as a member of the legendary R&B group Escape, a group that had a huge impact on the music scene throughout the 1990s. So King grew up with a father who helped define a major era of hip-hop and a mother who had already built a respected career in R&B.
This is me, y'all. Like, y'all, that's me. What y'all tell me?
Life inside the Harris household was anything but quiet. King was raised in a large blended family with several siblings and half-siblings, including Zanique, Messiah, Domani, and Deja, many of whom have also stepped into music, television, or other parts of the entertainment world. This was never a low-key family dynamic. The Harris family has spent years living under constant public attention, with reality television, headlines, and social media always watching what happens next. Around 2020, King began stepping into the music scene himself. He started releasing songs under the stage name Kid Scion, experimenting with trap-influenced beats and melodic hip-hop sounds. Early tracks like Drip and Bad Intentions gave listeners their first real glimpse at the style and direction he was trying to build for himself in the music world. He wanted people to see him as an artist, not just the son of famous parents. Later that same year, King dropped an EP called A Thin Line Between King and Villain in 2021. The project featured tracks like Young and Wild and Reckless and Bust Down, showing that he was trying hard to move past the label of just being a reality TV kid and actually build his own name in the music world. He wanted people to see him as an artist, not just the son of famous parents. Later that same year, King released his debut album, Wild Rockstar, continuing to push his presence online and grow his audience. He stayed active on social media, constantly sharing new music clips and short performance videos so fans could see his style and energy for themselves. A lot of people first started noticing King through Instagram. That platform became one of the main places where he showed off his music and personality. But here's the twist. Social media also became the place where many of King's public controversies began showing up for everyone to see. Outside of music, King also stepped into the television world. He appeared on the improv comedy show Wild 'N Out, and he even popped up on the competition series Wash Wars during a 2021 episode. These appearances kept his name circulating in entertainment spaces and gave him more visibility with younger audiences. By 2023, King also appeared on Dish Nation as himself. On the surface, it looked like he was building a steady path in entertainment, the kind of early career many celebrity kids hope to create. But this is where the story begins to take a sharp turn. In September 2022,
let me go back, let me go back, let me go back. Now, let me go back, let me go back. That's me, y'all. Shouty, that's me.
King Harris found himself in the middle of a heated verbal argument at a Waffle House in Atlanta. The moment quickly caught public attention after someone recorded part of the situation on video. Once that clip hit the internet, it spread fast across social media, and suddenly everyone had something to say about it. Not long after, his parents spoke publicly about the situation, standing by their son while also explaining that growing up under constant public attention can bring serious pressure. For many people outside the reality TV audience, that Waffle House moment was the first time they truly noticed King Harris, and it was not because of his music or his famous last name. Once the video started spreading online, opinions started flying in every direction. Some people jumped in to defend him, while others quickly criticized him. And before long, King's name was trending in conversations that had nothing to do with his music career. Instead of staying quiet, King built a reputation for being very outspoken on social media. If someone came at him with criticism, he often responded directly instead of ignoring it. That approach definitely kept his name in the spotlight, but it also pulled him into arguments that escalated fast online. Every time he fired back at critics, the drama seemed to grow even bigger, and the internet kept watching closely. The more attention the situation received, the more intense the conversations became. But what happened next pushed things far beyond simple online arguments and comment section battles. The situation involving his girlfriend, along with reports connected to police and court matters, started bringing even more attention to King Harris. Suddenly, the conversation was no longer just about social media back and forth. People began talking about real-life consequences, and the spotlight on him grew even brighter. The reality is, King Harris did not suddenly land in serious headlines overnight. There had been a slow build-up over time. Small moments kept stacking up, one after another, creating a pattern that even his father, T.I., eventually had to acknowledge publicly. Now, the son of music industry legends T.I. and Tiny found himself right in the middle of intense debates online, with fans and critics watching closely to see what would happen next. Then, another moment hit the headlines and had people raising their eyebrows. On Wednesday, August 31st, 2022, King Harris went on social media and revealed that he had been arrested. Not long after he shared the news, his mugshot started circulating across the internet.
Y'all jeans on a big girl with big T. I know, right? I'm trying to be like Cash Doll when she have her girl. Like, I'm trying to be all of that. Hella Tiffany, hella Louis V, like.
And the situation quickly grabbed widespread attention. Soon after the photo began spreading online, King jumped onto Instagram to explain his side of the story and speak directly to his followers. What surprised many people was the reason behind the arrest. According to reports, King had been taken into custody over a minor traffic situation involving not wearing a seatbelt. For most people, something like that usually ends with a simple ticket and a quick trip back home. But this situation still managed to spark a wave of online discussion. But once news of King's arrest started spreading online, the reaction became way bigger than anyone expected. After his mugshot began circulating across social media, King posted a message saying, "I'm back, F12, Wild Beast." The 18-year-old shared a selfie, and in another Instagram story, he raised his middle finger while talking about the situation. In another post, he wrote, "Minor setback, major comeback." Those messages immediately grabbed attention and triggered intense reactions all over social media. People started debating the situation non-stop, with many wondering why he seemed to treat the arrest like a moment to celebrate. A lot of users online began asking the same question: Why would someone who grew up in a wealthy and well-known family situation act like getting arrested over something small was a badge of honor? The internet quickly filled with opinions and criticism. One user even tweeted, "Born into wealth, but you want to be a goon. Why can't you just enjoy being rich in silence?" And just like that, the conversation around King Harris got even louder. But the moment that really caught people's attention was T.I.'s response to everything that was happening. During a candid conversation, T.I. did not hide how he felt about the situation involving his son. T.I. said, "If he gotta keep this up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it, and ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it." Then he explained why he felt that way, saying, "'Cause I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out." According to T.I., he had already sat down and had a serious conversation with King about the path he was heading down. Even while being honest about his concerns, I still described King as a good kid who might sometimes be moving in the wrong direction. And when T.I. talks about that kind of road, he knows exactly what he's talking about. Years ago, the rapper himself served time in federal prison, so he understands firsthand how certain choices can lead to serious consequences. When he spoke openly about it during an Instagram Live, many viewers were shocked to hear a father warning that his own son could end up repeating the same mistakes. But the situation did not stop there.
According to jail records, there was also a warrant connected to King Harris in Pickens County for failing to appear in court. Reports stated that back in August 2022, he had been charged with speeding, knowingly driving on a suspended license, and driving under the influence of substances. Suddenly, that earlier seatbelt arrest started to look like only a small piece of a much bigger situation. The new details painted a more serious timeline, including speeding, a suspended license, and additional legal trouble that had people watching the story even more closely.
I'm trying to spoil the out of my girl. Ain't that right, baby?
The situation included a DUI charge and missed court dates connected to the case, adding more pressure to the growing list of legal trouble tied to King Harris. Then, fast forward to October 2024, when another incident reportedly unfolded in Dunwoody, Georgia, and once again his name started popping up in headlines. Authorities said King Harris pulled out of a gas station and drove directly in front of a Dunwoody police officer, nearly hitting the officer's cruiser. The 19-year-old son of Atlanta rapper and actor T.I. was arrested shortly after the incident, adding another serious moment to the controversy surrounding his name. Investigators later explained what reportedly happened during that Dunwoody encounter. According to reports, King drove out of the gas station and pulled right in front of the officer's vehicle, creating a close call that immediately caught the officer's attention. Any situation involving a near collision with a police cruiser is enough to raise alarms, and the stop quickly turned into something much more serious than a routine traffic situation. Things reportedly escalated once the officer approached the vehicle. The incident report stated that the officer noticed the smell of marijuana coming from inside the car. While speaking with King, the officer also saw that he had a firearm on his hip. At that moment, the officer instructed him to place his hands on the steering wheel while the situation was being handled. With the smell coming from the car and the firearm visible, the traffic stop instantly became a much more serious interaction. The officer then ran King's information through the system and discovered another important detail. The 19-year-old reportedly had an active warrant from Pickens County for failure to appear in court. That discovery immediately changed how the situation was handled moving forward. However, the report also stated that King remained cooperative during the entire encounter. According to the officer's statement, "Mr. Harris was cooperative, and I removed the firearm from his hip with no issue." The officer then explained the next steps in the report, saying, "I then had Mr. Harris step out of the vehicle, and I detained him by placing handcuffs on him. I escorted Mr. Harris to my patrol vehicle and conducted a pat-down and placed him in the rear of my vehicle." So despite the tense circumstances, the situation reportedly remained calm during the arrest. After the stop, the son of Atlanta rapper and actor T.I. was taken to DeKalb County Jail, where he was booked and had his mugshot taken. Reports also noted that King was not alone in the vehicle at the time. Two other individuals were reportedly inside the car during the incident, adding another layer to the situation people were already watching closely online. During a search of the vehicle, officers reportedly discovered 2 small baggies of marijuana, adding another twist to an already complicated situation. One of the passengers riding with King that night was cited for marijuana possession, though that individual was not arrested. While that detail remained relatively minor, the bigger conversation quickly shifted back to something T.I. had already spoken about when it came to trying to guide his son in the past. Speaking openly about parenting, the rapper once explained that he had already tried many different forms of discipline while King was growing up. T.I. said he done got all the whoopings. Punishment.
Where you going? What? Where you going?
He made it clear that as a father, he had already done everything he could during King's younger years. At a certain point, T.I. explained that the responsibility had to shift onto King himself. He put it very directly when he said, "So now you gonna have to go through it and get through it. It ain't nothing that me and mama or nobody else gonna be able to say about it." That statement carried serious weight, and people online could hear the frustration behind his words. What T.I. was describing is something many parents recognize: watching someone you care about make decisions that you cannot fully control. And in King's case, the legal headlines were only one part of the bigger story. There were also the people around him, the friendships he was forming, and the public disagreements that kept playing out online. All of those things combined started pulling him deeper into controversy and putting even more attention on his life. But the situation truly exploded when people began focusing on King Harris and his relationship. The drama involving his girlfriend, along with reactions from people connected to the Harris family, is what really pushed the internet into full debate mode. Suddenly, the conversation was no longer just about arrests or social media arguments. Reports later revealed that the young rapper was dating a woman who was expecting his child. The news became public when T.I. appeared on Atlanta radio station Hot 107.9 in August 2024 while promoting his song Thank God. During that interview, T.I. casually shared the major update with listeners. His son, King, was about to become a father. That announcement instantly sparked another wave of reactions across social media, and the way T.I. delivered the news had people laughing and replaying the clip everywhere, turning the moment into yet another viral topic connected to the Harris family. During the radio interview, T.I. said, "I got a grandson on the way. King's about to have a baby." Then he jokingly added, "I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all time. I will raise this child to torture you the way you tortured me. I promise you there will be an indictment in this young one." The room immediately burst into laughter when he said it, and the moment quickly started spreading all over social media. T.I. was clearly joking while talking about it on air, laughing as he delivered the lines. But underneath the humor, a deeper message still came through. His son had definitely taken him on a wild ride over the years, and this seemed like his playful way of acknowledging everything that had happened, while still showing excitement about becoming a grandfather. Only a few weeks later, the big moment finally arrived. In November, King and the mother of his child, a woman known online as Big Nana, welcomed a baby boy into the world. The news quickly spread across social media as fans reacted to the arrival of the newest member of the Harris family. Around the same time, King released a song titled Dear Son, dedicating it to his newborn child. In an Instagram post promoting the track and celebrating fatherhood, he wrote, 11/8/24, welcome King Jr., time to take over. The post quickly grabbed attention from fans who had been following his journey, especially with the arrival of King Harris Jr. For a moment, it looked like life might be entering a brand new chapter for the young rapper. Becoming a father can shift how someone views life, and many people believe this moment might push King to focus and move differently moving forward. However, the conversation online did not slow down for very long.
Not right now. Not right now. Maybe like 23. I'm 21 right now, so maybe like when he turn like, I might have like another one for him. Hopefully it's gonna be another boy.
While the mother of his child, Big Nana, mostly stayed out of the public spotlight, the internet kept watching King's relationships closely. As a celebrity kid whose life has always been very public, every move in his personal life was already becoming a topic of discussion. King Harris's love life has turned into a huge topic of curiosity online. Across blogs, YouTube discussions, people keep asking the same question. Who exactly is King Harris's girlfriend? The answer has not always been simple. Over time, King has been linked to different women in situations that kept fans guessing. And now, with reports about a girlfriend speaking out and court discussions involving both King and T.I., the situation has grown into something much bigger than simple relationship gossip. The controversy surrounding this situation also connects to a wider set of claims that have followed the Harris family over the past few years. In several online posts, Sabrina Peterson made serious accusations involving the family, which quickly caught attention across social media. She alleged that the Harrises were taunting individuals who claimed to be victims and suggested that federal authorities already had information connected to the situation. In one post, she wrote that the feds already have this, adding that she believed the public needed to know about it. Those comments spread quickly online and triggered intense debates everywhere. Peterson also shared what she said were text message exchanges between King Harris and a young woman. She described the situation by claiming that the girl had been trafficked and alleged that the girl's family had reached out to her legal team because they feared their child had become involved in a dangerous situation connected to people around the Harris family. Those posts caused a massive reaction online and quickly turned into a major controversy. However, it is important to note that these were allegations that were not proven in court. The situation eventually led to a defamation lawsuit that Peterson filed against T.I. and Tiny in March. As the legal process moved forward, much of that lawsuit was dismissed. The court later ordered Peterson to pay nearly $97,000 in legal fees to the Harris family. Legally, the case did not go in her favor, but even with that outcome, the public conversation had already exploded by that point.
King Harris, a young man just entering his 20s, suddenly found his name being mentioned in extremely serious discussions that went far beyond traffic tickets or social media arguments. His name was now appearing in headlines connected to accusations that no family would ever want surrounding them. No matter how much fame or money a family has, public drama can still erupt at any moment. And for King Harris, the past year has been filled with headline after headline. By the time he turned 20, his name was showing up in the news more often because of controversy than because of his music career. One of the biggest viral moments came during a shocking public argument involving his own parents, T.I. and Tamika "Tiny" Harris. The situation unfolded during an Atlanta Falcons football game and quickly turned into a viral moment online, all during what was supposed to be a simple family outing. Suddenly, cameras were rolling, voices were raised, and the internet had another explosive Harris family moment to talk about. Tension suddenly exploded, and the disagreement was captured on camera while King was streaming on Instagram Live. What started as a conversation about his upbringing quickly turned into a heated back and forth right in front of thousands of viewers watching it unfold in real time.
You know, a girl, he testified. He loved his Patsy, man. His pop-up got him the issue.
During the live stream, King argued with both of his parents and claimed that his childhood was not as privileged as many people believed. He said that he was mostly raised by his grandmother rather than growing up surrounded by luxury the entire time. That statement immediately grabbed attention because it challenged the public image many people had of the Harris family. For years, viewers had seen them living a very comfortable lifestyle on television and social media, so hearing King describe things differently shocked a lot of people. T.I. and Tiny responded right there during the live stream, pushing back on what King was saying. They made it very clear that they did not agree with his version of events. The tense exchange played out live on social media, and once clips started spreading online, the internet quickly jumped into the conversation. People began choosing sides, debating whether King's perspective made sense or whether his parents were right about the situation. Later on, T.I. tried to calm things down during interviews, explaining that the moment was simply a family disagreement and nothing more. He pointed out that arguments between parents and children happen in many households, but online, people saw the situation very differently. To many viewers, the moment looked like a deeper conflict happening inside one of hip-hop's most well-known families. And when you add that moment to everything else, the legal issues, the arrests, the online arguments, and the rumors surrounding King's relationships, the situation begins to look even more complicated. The conversation surrounding King Harris kept getting louder, with the entire internet watching closely as new details about his personal life continued to surface, and the situation involving his girlfriend only added more attention to the drama. Whenever someone close to King Harris speaks publicly about their experiences, whether it happens in court discussions or through social media posts, it adds another layer to an already complicated story. People from King's inner circle have not stayed completely silent, and some of the statements being shared have raised serious questions for fans who are trying to figure out what is really happening behind the scenes. For many observers, the biggest concern is how these public statements affect not only King Harris, but also the reputation of the entire Harris family. Every new claim, every new post, and every new interview seems to push the story even further into the spotlight. When people connected to the situation start sharing their side publicly, private family matters can turn into headline news almost instantly. And in today's social media world, those conversations spread fast. If anyone believed King Harris might step away from the attention after the arrests, family disagreements, and online criticism, that idea did not last long at all. In February 2026, King jumped right into one of the most talked about rap feuds of the year, the ongoing tension between his father, T.I., and rapper 50 Cent. The roots of that feud go back years and are mainly connected to a proposed versus battle between the two hip-hop heavyweights. T.I. had openly supported the idea of facing off against the G-Unit rapper and television mogul, but according to Tip, the battle never happened because 50 Cent backed out. That unfinished showdown had already created tension between the two artists for a long time. Then in early 2026, things suddenly heated up again. While promoting his Kill the King album and teasing new music like the track Let Him Know, T.I. began throwing lyrical shots toward the Queens rapper.
Before long, the tension spilled straight onto Instagram, where both sides started posting and responding in ways that had fans glued to their screens. Then the situation escalated even further. T.I. previewed a snippet of his diss track War on Sunday, February 22nd. Just one day later, he doubled down by playing another snippet during an appearance on Atlanta's Hot 107.9 radio station. The back and forth between the two rap veterans started heating up fast, and fans could feel the tension building online. That was right when 50 Cent decided to respond. The moment that truly ignited the situation began with a single social media post. 50 Cent shared a photo of Tamika Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife, on his page. According to many fans watching the drama unfold, the photo was not exactly flattering, and that one post instantly set off a storm of reactions across the internet. Suddenly, the feud wasn't just about music anymore, and the online conversation exploded as people began reacting to the unexpected move. In hip-hop culture, family is often considered off-limits, so when that photo of Tiny appeared online, it instantly grabbed attention and pushed the tension between the two sides to a whole new level. The online exchange between 50 Cent and T.I. had already been heating up, but that single post suddenly pulled another person straight into the conflict. King Harris. After the mogul shared the controversial image of Tiny, King quickly stepped in to defend his mother. Instead of staying quiet, he fired back at 50 Cent on social media and began trolling the rapper directly. King did not hold back either. Under one of 50 Cent's posts, he reportedly dropped a comment aimed right at him, making it clear he was ready for the confrontation. That comment alone had people talking across social media, but the situation did not stop there. As screenshots of the exchange started spreading across Instagram and blogs, the drama continued to escalate. Soon after that, King posted a series of Instagram stories aimed directly at 50 Cent.
King Harris, come get in the bed, baby.
Boy, get out the bed. Come on.
Ooh, I like the way you said that.
Don't call me that.
Queen Harris? Ooh.
They got a good last name. Let's call me.
One of those posts included an image referencing Sabrina Jackson,
50 Cent's late mother, along with a tombstone graphic displaying her name and lifespan. That move shocked a lot of people watching the feud unfold online. In hip-hop culture, bringing up a deceased family member during a diss is widely seen as crossing a line that many artists try to avoid. Because of that, the post sparked strong reactions from fans across the internet. King Harris, the youngest son of the Atlanta rap star, continued defending his mother with several additional posts. In those messages, he brought up parts of 50 Cent's past controversies and old rap feuds. In his posts, he referenced earlier rivalries, the aftermath of the early 2000s shooting involving 50 Cent, and other moments that had previously circulated in media discussions. He essentially went through parts of the rapper's history point by point, putting everything out in public for everyone to see. But the online battle did not stay limited to social media posts. On February 24th, King took things into the music world by aiming shots at 50 Cent in a track titled Made Man. The song included lines directed at the rap mogul, turning the internet argument into a full rap diss moment. And King was not the only one stepping into the conflict. His brother Damani also joined the situation, adding even more energy to an already explosive hip-hop feud. With multiple members of the Harris family now involved, the back and forth completely took over social media timelines during February. What started as tension between T.I. and 50 Cent had suddenly grown into a much bigger public battle that fans across the internet were watching unfold in real time. What started as tension between two rap veterans quickly expanded into a full family response. T.I. and his sons, Damani and King, all stepped into the spotlight with diss tracks aimed at the G-Unit mogul, turning the situation into one of the most talked about rap feuds online. Damani added his own contribution by releasing a track titled Miss Jackson. The song sampled the classic Outkast hit of the same name and sounded like a direct message aimed at 50 Cent's side of the feud. But it wasn't just the song that caught attention. The artwork connected to the track quickly got people talking. The cover reportedly showed a burning house, something many listeners interpreted as a reference connected to the tragic fire involving 50 Cent's mother years ago. That image alone sparked heavy debate across hip-hop circles. Then King took things even further. He released a song and a video where he appeared wearing a t-shirt referencing 50 Cent's mother. And that moment instantly exploded across social media. Screenshots and clips spread everywhere as fans reacted to the bold move. The moment quickly caught the attention of several figures in the rap world, including Rick Ross, one of 50 Cent's longtime rivals, who publicly reacted to the situation. The image of King wearing the shirt soon became one of the most controversial visuals of the entire feud. People debated whether it was just rap battle energy or whether the situation had gone too far. Even T.I. himself later admitted that the moment crossed a line for him. During an interview, when he was asked about the point where the feud started going too far, he pointed directly to that video. "That's enough. When I seen that t-shirt," the Atlanta rapper said, explaining that the moment made him uncomfortable. T.I. went on to explain that he did not take any enjoyment in seeing his son jump into the feud like that. "No, I don't enjoy it," he said openly. The rapper admitted he had spent years trying to guide King away from reckless decisions. Now, with the feud exploding online, he felt the situation had given his son an excuse to react in ways he had been trying to prevent. According to T.I., he had been working hard behind the scenes to keep King focused on his future and away from unnecessary conflict, something that became much harder once the internet drama started pulling everyone into the spotlight. But once the drama with 50 Cent and the post about Tiny appeared online, it gave King a reason to jump in and release a lot of built-up frustration publicly. The internet watched the entire situation unfold in real time, with every post, comment, and reaction spreading across social media within minutes. Even with all the chaos surrounding the feud, T.I. made it clear that part of him still felt proud seeing his son defend the family. Speaking about the moment, the Atlanta rapper explained that he raised his children to carry themselves with strength and respect. "I raised my children to be men of respect, logical, reasonable, and not to be emotional," he said during an interview. At the same time, he admitted there was one part of the situation that made him proud: the fact that the women and children in their family could see the men stepping up to defend them. The one thing that I am proud of is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men that's here against whoever, T.I. added, explaining his perspective on the situation. Meanwhile, 50 Cent reacted in a completely different way. Instead of escalating the feud further, the rap mogul mostly brushed off King Harris's comments about his late mother, Sabrina Jackson. In one of his Instagram posts, 50 simply shared a popular cartoon frog meme and captioned it LOL. That was his response, a quick laugh before moving on, rather than jumping into a diss track or starting another heated online exchange. To many observers, it looked like 50 Cent was treating the entire situation as if it wasn't even worth his time. Instead of fueling the feud, he appeared to step back and let the internet keep talking. So far, 50 Cent has not responded with a song or a full musical reply. Based on how he handled the moment online, it doesn't seem like he plans to. For many people watching the drama unfold, that silence said a lot. Sometimes ignoring a situation can speak louder than responding. But the moment still played an important role in the bigger story surrounding King Harris. King stepping into the feud became another example of him being pulled deeper into public controversy and viral internet moments. Interestingly, this wasn't even the first time 50 Cent had clashed with a rapper's son earlier in 2026. He had already traded words online with Christian King Combs. So when King Harris jumped into the conflict, it continued a growing pattern of younger figures stepping into high-profile rap disputes involving older industry veterans. Even though T.I. admitted the t-shirt moment crossed a line for him, the hip-hop world had mixed reactions to the situation. Rick Ross, one of 50 Cent's longtime rivals, even jumped into King's comments asking for one of the shirts. That reaction showed just how divided hip-hop culture can be. What one person sees as disrespect, another might treat as pure entertainment. While all the drama was exploding across social media, something else was happening behind the scenes. T.I.'s music was actually starting to gain serious momentum again.
At the same time, T.I.'s music was gaining major traction again. A song connected to his album Kill the King started climbing the charts and even reached the #1 spot at urban radio, with strong attention coming from platforms like Billboard and Instagram. For T.I., all the controversy surrounding the feud ended up bringing even more eyes to his music. But for King Harris, the situation created something very different. More pressure, more criticism, and more headlines attached to his name. When you combine the arrests, the family arguments, the rap feuds, and the constant internet attention, it all leads directly into the most explosive part of this entire story. The moment when King Harris's girlfriend reportedly broke down and confronted both King and T.I. during a court situation. When you step back and really look at everything that has happened around King Harris, the bigger picture begins to come into focus. None of these moments appeared out of nowhere. The arrests, the family arguments, the rap feuds, and the serious allegations.
Blueface really seen the resemblance between his new girl and T.I.'s son, King, and now even calling her King Harris? Or is this him just extremely desperate for attention and just reaching for someone to compare his new girl to, even if it's a man, so that way she can come up and become popular?
All of it slowly built up over time. So when someone close to him finally reaches a breaking point and decides to speak publicly, it usually comes after years of tension that kept stacking up behind the scenes. King Harris is only 21 years old, but in just a few short years, his name has already appeared in a long list of headlines. Since around 2022, he has reportedly faced multiple encounters with law enforcement. One of the most widely discussed incidents happened in 2024 when he was arrested in Georgia after authorities discovered there was an open warrant connected to a previous case from 2022. Situations like that continued adding pressure to a life that was already under intense public attention. At the same time, there were the very public family moments that people across the internet could not ignore. One of the most viral incidents involved the heated argument between King and his parents, T.I. and Tamika Harris, during the Atlanta Falcons game. The argument quickly spread across social media, and suddenly millions of people were watching what looked like a private family disagreement playing out in real time.
On top of that, King also stepped into rap feuds that placed him directly in the spotlight alongside some of the most powerful names in hip-hop. When you combine those moments with the allegations and online controversy surrounding his name, it created a situation where every new headline seemed louder and more intense than the last. T.I. himself had already spoken openly about where he feared this path could lead. During an Instagram Live conversation, he said, "If he gotta keep this stuff up, he's going to prison. Ain't no way around it. It ain't nothing I'll be able to do about it." Those words were not just frustration. They came from experience. T.I. has spoken before about the lessons he learned from his own past legal troubles, which is why many people felt the warning carried serious weight when he said it. T.I. had served time in federal prison in the past, so he understood firsthand how quickly certain decisions can lead to serious consequences. From his perspective, he was looking at his son and recognizing a pattern that felt very familiar. He had already walked that difficult road himself, faced the results of those choices, and now was trying to warn King before things reached the same point. Now the situation involving King's girlfriend, the one where she reportedly speaks out in court about her experiences, is becoming the newest chapter in this already complicated story. Whenever women connected to King begin speaking publicly, whether it's the mother of his child, someone he previously dated, or others linked to the situation, people immediately start paying attention. The reason is simple. There is already a long history of controversy surrounding the name. When that kind of reputation builds over time, every new claim starts to feel more believable to the public, whether those claims are proven or not. That reality has become one of the biggest challenges King Harris now faces. Fair or unfair, the situation has reached a point where many people expect negative headlines before anything else. And once that reputation takes hold online, it can be very difficult to change the narrative. That leads into another part of the story that people have been discussing heavily, the body cam footage that started circulating across the internet. Another moment that pulled King Harris back into the spotlight was the release of body cam footage connected to his arrest in October 2024 in Dunwoody, Georgia. Eventually, the video from his October 2024 arrest in Dunwoody surfaced online in 2025 and quickly spread across social media platforms.
Suddenly, thousands of viewers were watching nearly 30 minutes of police body camera footage, analyzing every moment and forming their own opinions about what really happened during the stop. In the video, King appears visibly frustrated with the situation, something many viewers pointed out right away. But the footage also reminded people of the key details surrounding the arrest. There was reportedly an active warrant connected to his name, a firearm visible on his hip, and marijuana that officers said was found inside the vehicle. Those details kept the conversation going across blogs, social media pages, and discussion channels because the stop clearly involved more than just a simple traffic moment. And the topic of firearms had already followed King Harris for some time, even before that arrest, which only added another layer to the discussions happening online. Over the years, King had also appeared in photos and videos holding firearms, including during a music video shoot with Tootie Raw, the son of rapper Boosie Badass. Clips from that shoot began circulating online, and both young artists reportedly received criticism from their famous fathers over how firearms were being displayed in the video. For T.I., that moment hit especially close to home. The Atlanta rapper had previously served federal prison time related to weapons charges, so seeing his son casually showing guns in music videos understandably raised serious concern from his perspective. For him, it was not just about the object itself, it was about the image that came with it and the kind of attention that image can attract. In one viral moment, T.I. confronted King about a video where he was waving a firearm during the shoot with Tootie Raw. King defended himself by explaining that it was not illegal for him to possess a gun, but T.I. pushed back on that argument right away. His point was not only about legality, it was about perception. According to T.I., when someone publicly presents themselves in a certain way, it can bring the wrong kind of attention from the public and authorities. And in King's case, that kind of attention seemed to follow him again and again. Then the feud with 50 Cent added another layer to King's public image. Before that conflict exploded online, many people mainly saw him as T.I.'s son, who kept appearing in headlines connected to legal trouble or internet drama. But once the rap feud took over social media, King's name started circulating in a completely different way. Suddenly, he was not just part of a celebrity family story. He was directly involved in one of the biggest rap conflicts being discussed online. After the feud blew up, many people began associating King Harris with one specific moment that shocked the internet. He became widely known for the post where he shared a tombstone image referencing 50 Cent's late mother on Instagram. That single post triggered huge reactions across social media and pushed the feud into an even more uncomfortable space for many fans watching the situation unfold. For some people, it was seen as an aggressive rap diss moment. For others, it crossed a line that hip-hop culture usually tries to avoid, and that debate only made King's name trend even more across the internet. Even T.I. eventually spoke openly about the moment when he felt things had gone too far. "I said, that's enough when I seen that t-shirt," the rapper explained, referring to the video where King appeared wearing a shirt referencing 50 Cent's late mother. T.I. made it clear that for him, respect still matters, no matter how heated a rap feud becomes. He explained his mindset very simply. "I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated. I don't just be out here doing unto others how I don't want to be dealt with." Coming from someone who has spent decades navigating hip-hop battles, public controversies, and industry rivalries, that statement carried serious weight. T.I. has experienced plenty of rap conflicts during his career, so hearing him say that moment crossed the line made many fans pause and think. When your own father, someone who has seen both the streets and the music industry up close for years, tells you that you push things too far, it usually means the situation has reached a serious point. But despite that warning, King has not exactly stepped away from the spotlight. King Harris has continued staying active right in the middle of the drama. During the peak of the feud, he even posted a message on his Instagram story saying, "You gonna get me started again. Curtis, just chill." The message showed that he was still engaging with the situation and responding publicly rather than stepping back from the online back and forth. And while all of this continues playing out across social media, the people closest to him are watching everything unfold in real time. Friends, family members, and the women connected to his life are seeing the same headlines and controversies that everyone else sees online. Every viral clip, every argument, and every new allegation becomes part of the public conversation. That is why the situation involving King's girlfriend speaking out, including the reports about court discussions involving both King and T.I., feels like a natural extension of everything that has happened so far. When someone's life becomes this public and this chaotic, eventually the people closest to the situation begin sharing their side of the story. Sometimes those conversations happen online. Sometimes they happen through interviews or media reports, and sometimes they happen in a courtroom. When that moment arrives, every past incident, every viral headline, and every public confrontation suddenly becomes part of a much bigger picture. Right now, King Harris appears to be standing at a major crossroads. One path continues deeper into the cycle of arrests, internet feuds, and constant controversy. The other path would require stepping back, recognizing the pattern, and choosing a different direction before the consequences grow even more serious. The moment where King Harris's girlfriend reportedly spoke out in court is not the end of this story, not even close. In many ways, it feels more like another warning in a long line of red flags that have surrounded King Harris for several years now. People around him have been pointing out the same concern again and again. Even his own father summed it up in very simple words when he described King as a good kid chasing after the wrong things. That statement alone says a lot. The real question now is whether King will recognize the pattern and change direction before those choices finally catch up with him. Because one thing is absolutely certain: the court system is not social media. On Instagram, someone can delete a post, log off, and act like the moment never happened. But in the legal world, it does not work that way. Records stay on file, witnesses give statements, and when someone close to the situation decides to speak publicly, the entire story can begin coming out piece by piece. That is the reality King Harris appears to be facing right now. Just think about everything that has piled up around his name over the past few years. The girlfriend speaking out, the arrests on his record, the public family arguments, the feud with 50 Cent that kept his name trending, and the allegations that have followed the Harris family online. Then add one more important detail: a father who has openly warned him for years about where this road could lead. When you place all those pieces together, it paints a picture that is difficult to ignore. The story of King Harris is still being written, but so far, each chapter has looked like another warning sign flashing brighter than the last. Sometimes, the biggest turning points in someone's life happen when the people closest to them all start sending the same message. Parents, partners, friends. When everyone around you is raising the same concern in different ways, that might be the moment to pause and really listen. Because if the pattern keeps repeating, the next chapter could become much harder to recover from. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about everything that has been happening with King Harris? Do you think he can turn things around, or does it look like he might be heading down a road that only leads in one direction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone else who has been following this story. More updates on this situation are definitely coming, so stay tuned.